everybody, and welcome to Ground Zero Outrage here on this Easter Day special. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a banger of a match coming up for you, a Battle Royal, the Easter Egg Battle Royal for number one contendership.
This is an Easter Egg Battle Royal for the number one contendership of the XCW Championship. First, making his way to the ring, from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 260 pounds, he is your XCW Hardcore Champion, Blackheart!
Yeah! It's Ground Zero. How about that? XCW, let's go!
With me and not do
Next, making his way to the ring, from Harvard University, weighing in 225 pounds, he is Mr. Money in the Bank and one half of the XCW Tag Team Champions, a member of Knowledge is Power, Alex Cardona Thompson.
I'm playing smart. Why would I go in there? It's not. There's no countouts. He's just stand there. It's fine. It's all you did during the time we used it. It's fine. This fucking guy.
That's good. I'm out. Yeah! Next, taking his way to the ring, from Huntington, Indiana, weighing in 195 pounds,
I ain't gonna go.
freaking retainer!
This is a fight, the one that you get a sight, the call for us to go to war. Push it, never make a choice.
At least you're getting ring on this chicken shit.
Next, making his way to the ring, from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 240 pounds, Patrick O'Reilly!
Yeah! Alright, he's cool. Okay. Nice to see you, Pat.
Next, making his way to the ring, from Salem, weighing in 130 pounds, he is your XCW New Age Champion, DJ Wahlberg!
established. I go to sleep with my demons.
Next, making his way to the ring, from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in 340 pounds, he is the law of the land, and one half of the team law enforcement, Jackson Law.
Let's go!
making his way to the ring. From North Vernon, Indiana, weighing in 310 pounds, he is a member of law enforcement, the Enforcer, Hayden Tucker. Next, making his way to the ring, from Shelbyville, Indiana, weighing in 165 pounds, Hunter Halkin.
Where's everybody at? Come on now. It's Easter or something? I like it.
I know for certain one day I'll see you down below. I'll find some solace someday, and you will reap what you sow. I'll see you on Sunday, so you can work for food.
Why don't we attack him first?
And next, making his way to the ring, from Albuquerque, New Mexico, weighing in 125 pounds, Miano Diaz.
Kilos, cincuenta por ciento. If you are not illegal, get the fuck up out of town before we run your ass down underground. I came out, any nigga try to stop me, let it hang out, let it bang, let it rain out.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen. All the competitors of this Easter Egg Battle Royal have entered the ring, and ladies and gentlemen, Josh Ryan, Chris Robert here, calling all the action. Easter Egg Battle Royal is on our way right now. And I'm stoked. The winner of this match is going to face our XCW champion, Brogan O'Shea, tonight in the main event.
And no better way to celebrate an Easter like wrestling.
That's right, a punch to the face to start off an Easter. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. These 9 men in the ring all vying for an opportunity that none of these men have really had the opportunity to get to, and that is an XCW Championship match, the closest to having an opportunity to face the XCW Champion, Patrick O'Reilly, as we've seen recently, kind of knocked off and didn't really have the best outing in a fatal 4-way, which Brogan would win the championship later that night.
Yeah, and this gives Patrick O'Reilly a second shot at that title, but not only that, we have 9 other possibilities. We have a newcomer here in the XCW ring this evening. What was his name again?
Hayden?
Hayden. That's right.
Hayden Rotana is in this match, and he's getting decimated in the corner by the law of the land, Jackson Law. We got an ankle lock there from Patrick O'Reilly down Miano Diaz. We got Hunter Halkin getting beat down by Blackheart, and then in the corner there we got DJ Wolbert and Hayden Tucker, and then in the mix here.
Man, it's so crazy to look at all these guys together in the same ring, because not often do we get to see a DJ Wolbert and Patrick O'Reilly in the same XCW ring. Certainly not as of late. And how crazy would it be? DJ Wolbert wins some of the contendership because he gets Brogan O'Shea for that world title.
I mean, anything is possible here tonight. DJ Wolbert has just as good of a chance as anyone else in this match. Could you imagine what it would do? Except for maybe Hayden Tucker.
Well, there's 8 possibilities today now, ladies and gentlemen. Hayden Tucker is eliminated from the match.
But could you imagine what it does for Hayden in his first ever appearance in XCW to come in here, win an Easter Egg Battle Royal, and face the world champion in his first and possibly only show? Who knows?
But then again, is there another way to debut in a company than beating their world champion? So, I mean, for him, I'm sure there's a lot of reason to win this Battle Royal.
And speaking of Hayden, he just got the O'Reilly factor from Patrick O'Reilly as ACT. He's not eliminated, but he's reluctant to get into this match.
And rightfully so. Why not be the smart man on the outside? Let everybody else do the dirty work and then get in when, there's only 1 or 2 people left.
Well, at XCW Ground Zero versus FWL, Thunderstruck. There was a battle royal that was completed on the pre-show, and ACT actually won that from Team XCW. So ACT knows what it takes to win a battle royal here in XCW.
Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, but you gotta remember he always has that ace in his back pocket of his brother SAT.
And there, Hayden has been eliminated. He attempted to stay in that, but to no avail. Jackson Law eliminates Hayden, and
the 9 other men in this match knew exactly who each other were, except Hayden. Hayden had a rough go at it, of course, not being familiar with any of these superstars.
Well, we hope to see more from Hayden here in XCW, but for now we still have ACT, Blackheart, Miana Diaz, Jackson Law, Patrick O'Reilly, DJ Wolbert, all in this battle royal right now, and it's just chaos in the ring, and there's a drop kick from Miana Diaz in the corner to Jackson Law. And DJ Wolbert is trying everything he can to get Patrick O'Reilly out, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it by himself.
Now, that's a lot of man there is, but Blackheart coming over to help him.
Oh, and there it is. Patrick O'Reilly eliminated. Patrick O'Reilly is out.
And that leaves, what, 5 men in this battle royale now. 6 men.
Yeah, we're down to Blackheart, Miana Diaz, ACT, Hunter Halkin, DJ Wolbert, Jackson Law, and there goes Hunter Halkin, eliminated by ACT. And ACT, you're right, he's smart.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, now that there's 5 men, what's the point of counting at this point in the battle royale? ACT's going to get the win, but unfortunately may not have been a smart decision here as Jackson Law works on that net.
You know, imagine what it would do for ACT at this point to have an opportunity at the XCW Championship.
Blackheart knocks out DJ Wolbert.
With a black mask, nonetheless. But ACT could become Mr. Money in the Bank, an XCW Tag Team Champion, and the XCW Champion with a win here in this Battle Royal, and then a win later on against Brogan O'Shea. Stranger things have happened.
That's crazy. What do you do for the World Champion and Money in the Bank? Who cares yourself?
You're right. That's crazy.
I don't think it's ever been done, ladies and gentlemen.
It's never been done. Oh, hard chop from Blackheart.
Looks like it stung Blackheart's hair there, too. Oh!
Face wash in the corner to Miana Diaz from ACT.
Wait for Miana Diaz to stick in there. You have 3 big guys, you know, with those names such as that. He's hanging in there pretty well.
Face wash him? Do that drop kick first. Alright.
And
looks like they're working together here.
yeah, ACT and Blackheart controlling some traffic. There's a drop kick, and ACT comes in. Looks like he's setting him up in a face wash, and it sure is. And you know the history between Jackson Law and ACT as of late. And now it looks like there's no friends in this battle royal as Blackheart goes to work on his former enemy, ACT.
It comes as quick as it goes here to the XCW, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute they're in front, the next minute they're trying to throw you over the top rope. And it looks like Jackson Law here is going to work on ACT in the corner. You know, Jackson Law has had a really good comeuppance here in XCW to beat the likes of Floyd and Brady Branson. And now, throwing ACT over the ropes.
Could this spell the end for ACT? And
it does.
Drop kick from Blackheart. ACT has been eliminated. We're down to 3. One of these 3 men are going to face Brogan O'Shea in our main event here tonight on Ground Zero Outrage.
And what a crazy main event would that be if Jackson Law were to come out on top right now? Never facing Brogan O'Shea before, one-on-one. Don't know what can happen.
Imagine Blackheart, he's already hardcore champion, and he would have an opportunity to face the XCW champion. And Jackson Law is eliminated. We're down to, strangely enough, Miana Diaz and Blackheart.
Blackheart, who is dangerous, by the way, has beaten Brogan O'Shea before for that international title at a New Year's Nemesis.
Here we go, a lockup between Blackheart and Miana Diaz. We haven't seen much of these two in the ring together. But Miana Diaz going to work early, and he's going to have to do everything that he can to get Blackheart over the top rope, drop kick into the corner. Miana Diaz firmly in control, but can he keep that control and get Blackheart out of this match?
I don't know, Blackheart is a veteran inside this ring, so one bad move and Miana Diaz can find himself on the other side of that rope. And he's trying to throw him over, Blackheart being the bigger man here. It's just not going to happen that way, Miana.
What does Blackheart have in mind for Miana Diaz? Could he be setting him up for Powerbomb, maybe a pile driver. He's going for the powerbomb, it looks like.
Miano hanging on here. Flips him over the top.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen, that's it!
Miano Diaz with a shocking upset beats Blackheart for that #1 contendership for the XCW title later tonight in the main event.
Miano Diaz wins the golden egg, and that golden egg is a golden opportunity to face the XCW champion Brogan O'Shea tonight in our main event on Easter Sunday. This is unreal. I never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that we would see Miano Diaz going up against Brogan O'Shea in our main event today on XCW Ground Zero Outrage. But ladies and gentlemen, we have plenty more action to come, including a match with Hunter Halkin going up against Royalty's own Corey Lee and his new attitude.
Coming soon to XC Wrestling 1.
Do it now.
Oh, the struggles.
Do it now. Do it now.
So you came and took my gold, but it still took three last calls.
Welcome to my sometime later.
Do it now.
This match is scheduled for one fall. First, making his way to the ring from Shelbyville, Indiana, weighing in 165 pounds, Hunter Halkin.
Well. Second time around, first match. Wasn't how I wanted. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Let's try this corner now. Come on! Yeah!
And his opponent, from Boise, Idaho, weighing in 160 pounds, representing the Royalty, Corey Lee.
And ladies and gentlemen, there he is, the former XCW Salvation, the former Die Hard. That is Corey Lee, ladies and gentlemen, and this new look, this new attitude, sense of allegiance, turning his back on his teammates, helping Royalty walk out of that match as the winner. Corey Lee has definitely changed his tune, and I'm interested to see what this more, vindictive side of Corey Lee is going to bring out, especially in this match against newcomer Hunter Halkin.
Yeah, some would definitely say that he's either revamped his style and reinvented himself, or some would say he's a shadow of who he used to be. In either case, Corey Lee has definitely been shocking, to say the least, recently.
And Hunter Halkin, speaking of shocking, would become the partner of Blackheart at No Limits against Corey Lee and partner Cyborg. And shockingly, Hunter Halkin, though he didn't get the win, definitely impressed the XCW Galaxy, thus leading us to this one-on-one match between Hunter Halkin and Corey Lee here tonight on Outrage. And I'm interested to see Hunter Halkin in his first singles match here in XCW, and he's got a tough task ahead.
No, whatever happens in this match, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of it, I was certain to say that some questions will be answered. But Corey Lee seemed to take the early advantage here in this match. Being the veteran, that is, at least.
Lock up between Hunter Halkin, Corey Lee. Corey Lee takes him to the corner. Referee trying to break him up. Ooh, Hunter Halkin trying to shove him, and look at that, he lands on his feet, and he gets Corey Lee back with his own, Goes for the pinfall here. 1, 2, and a kick out from Corey Lee.
I think Corey Lee is not used to that sort of athleticism. Something that he has held special to himself here recently. Hunter Halkin being very surprising in that as well.
And a headstand from Corey Lee to get back to his feet. Nice job by Corey Lee. And we're definitely seeing some different things from Corey Lee. I don't think we've ever seen in his entire career. And, oh my God, the sobriety plunge. Grounds Hunter Halkin here. And that may be exactly what Corey Lee needs to be back in control of this match as he goes for the choke.
And so there's been a lot of talk here around XCW recently, especially with Corey Lee changing not only his seeming relationships with XCW, but also coming out as this new character himself. And what's to say that Corey Lee doesn't become XCW champion? What would that change as the perspective of XCW?
I'm not sure. He's changed the perspective of XCW already just in the last couple of events that he's portrayed. I mean, he turned his back on not just his partners in the Allegiance match. He turned his back on the entire XCW galaxy. And it's just, I've never seen Corey Lee quite like this, and it looks like Hunter Halkin's going to flip him over, and he's got him for a Boston Crab. Could this be the opening that Hunter needed to get back into this match? Can he rally and somehow defeat a veteran like Corey Lee?
Corey Lee, not unfamiliar to submissions himself, seeming to get out of it here. Hunter Halkin trying to fight back into it. Corey Lee's not having it.
Hunter tries to bring Corey to his feet, but a low blow right in front of the referee as he warns him. He could get disqualified if he doesn't watch his P's and Q's here, and it's not a good way to go.
But could he? Loyalty being in control like he is, it's hard for the refs and other people here at XCW.
And there's the starstruck knee from Corey Lee, and that could be all she wrote. 1, 2, and a kick out. Resilient of Hunter Halkin here to stay in this fight.
Hunter Halkin here definitely fighting back against the veteran Corey Lee. Not necessarily the way that most people would think this match would go.
Nice move. Driving the shoulder first of Corey Lee into the mat. Hunter Halkin looking for an opportunity here. And another near fall. What is it going to take for Hunter Halkin to get his first singles win here in XCW?
Definitely a hard-fought contest here against Corey Lee. And who's to say that he doesn't come off on top now? Hunter Halkin obviously go here. Going for the pin. Puts on the rope.
And a kick out once again from Corey Lee after that giant clothesline from Hunter Halkin. And that's something that Hunter's got to be really careful about. He doesn't want to get too frustrated. He wants to continue to wear Corey Lee down and win this opportunity to win his first match here in XCW. Oh my God! That could be it. And it's not. Smart veteran move from Corey Lee to roll out of the ring.
Some would say a cheap shot, a cheap move by someone, but definitely a smart move to keep the match going here. That may have been it.
Yeah, that was definitely, I think that at that point, Hunter had Corey Lee put away, but Corey Lee smartly rolling to the outside, using his surroundings to his advantage. Genius. And there's the FML!
Oh my God. Many times we've seen this. This may be it here. And Corey
Lee goes for the pin. That's got to be it. 1, 2. He's got his feet on the ropes. Oh, but the referee's seen him.
He may have gotten away with the first, ladies and gentlemen, but that second one, ref has to stay on top of it here.
Okay, here's Hunter Halkin with a roll up here. 1. He's got the tights of his own. He had the tights, but he got him.
Hunter Halkin getting the win here on Corey Lee. That is huge. No matter whether or not he grabbed the tights or not, Corey Lee, being the ring veteran he is, defeated here by Hunter Halkin.
Unbelievable. Hunter Halkin just knocked off an XCW Hall of Famer and Corey Lee. This is just the start of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, 3 tag teams in action.
match, scheduled for one fall. First, making their way to the ring, the team of Jackson Law and Hayden Tucker. Law Enforcement. Next, making his way to the ring, from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 240 pounds, Patrick O'Reilly.
Yeah! Patrick O'Reilly! Bring the cannon. What's up, bro? I don't think we've ever had the pleasure. Nice to meet you.
And his tag team partner from Mesa, Arizona, weighing in at 250 pounds, frantic Jessie Justin.
I don't know how to process this. He's a little creepy. He's missing a friend. Is he a few crowns shy of always walking?
Next, making his way to the ring, from Salem, weighing in 130 pounds, DJ Wolberg.
Hey! You see that right there? That's coming to me! Look, man!
And his tag team partner, from Werewolf Hollow, Indiana, weighing in 260 pounds, Brandon Hardcore Hobbs. And together, they make Late Evil.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am totally just mind blown. Not only are we seeing the in-ring return of Brandon Hobbs in over a year here in XCW, but we're seeing a reunion of Brandon Hardcore Hobbs and DJ Wolberg, two former members of Lake Evil, and strangely enough, Jessie Justice is also in this match, another former member of Lake Evil. So this is interesting to say the least.
The other thing that you see right here is there's only one tag team in the whole match here. And you have a tag team of Patrick O'Reilly and Jessie Justice, two men who were just feuded for that world title.
Yeah, but let's put this in perspective. The week before that, we seen the tag team of Kurt Acid and Evan Phoenix go against Jessie Justice and Patrick O'Reilly. Jessie and Patrick were successful in this match. So they have a tag team win under their belt. We know that Law Enforcement is the #1 contenders for the XCW Tag Team Champions. And strangely enough, Brandon Hobbs and DJ Wolberg, as members of Lake Evil, were tag team champions. So anything is up for grabs in this match. And ladies and gentlemen, the rules of this match: there's going to be one member of each team in the match at a time. Triple threat rules apply. and they're going to be tagging only their own partners until one pinfall ends this match. And right off the bat, Patrick O'Reilly goes to work on DJ Wolbert, and Jackson Law coming back into the fray, and they're both doing some damage to DJ Wolbert. They're trying to gang up, eliminate one person early, so that they can go after each other. And Brandon Hobbs doesn't look too happy about it.
No, this strategy definitely is different to me. I would think you want to take the biggest man out first and then work with, somebody like DJ. Save him for last, But no, it seems to me here that they team up on DJ, get him out of the ring.
Although, hold on now. Jackson Law and Patrick O'Reilly are both working on DJ Wolbert. I understand that he is the smaller of the two, but he may be, in their eyes, the weakest of the three. So if they continue to do that, then it's just a matter of which one of them are going to be able to get over on DJ Wolbert. But you see how well that's working out for him right now, as DJ Wolbert is firmly in control of both Patrick and Jackson.
Absolutely right. Don't count DJ out. He has been in XCW for quite some time now, and hasn't had a bad career for himself as of late. And here's Patrick O'Reilly seeming to have some kind of chokehold here.
It's like a chokehold, or maybe like a hajime by Patrick O'Reilly on DJ Wolbert. DJ getting into the ropes. But technically, there are no disqualifications because triple threat match rules apply.
That's right. So anything technically can go. Patrick O'Reilly can come in here and hit you with your own mother and it'd be legal.
Absolutely.
But we got Jackson Law here, man on the outside. I remember you. Patrick O'Reilly seems to be standing up right now.
Patrick O'Reilly has to work with Brandon Hobbs. And actually, Brandon Hobbs have a history. These guys have, at one point, Patrick was even telling people that he put Brandon Hobbs in retirement. As you can see, Brandon Hobbs has not been in XCW for quite some time, and he's making his first appearance here since facing off against, I believe, his last match being Carnage at SummerSlam 15. And we're seeing him back in action here tonight, and words exchanged with Patrick O'Reilly, and a hard clothesline from Jackson Law in control. Could this be it? 1, 2, and a kick out from Patrick O'Reilly.
You're absolutely right. Brandon Hobbs not being here after a while. I don't know about you, but personally, I can't wait to see him in the ring. You have the ex-world title holder and Jessie Justice also waiting on the outside of this match, eager to get in. And that's going to be an interesting dynamic, because Brandon Hobbs and Jessie Justice have some history in the XCW ring.
Yeah, absolutely. Brandon Hobbs and Jessie Justice had a brutal international championship rivalry back in 2015 that actually put Jessie on the shelf. Jessie Justice was injured at the hands of Brandon Hobbs in 2015. We didn't see Jessie return for 2 years to the XCW. Not returning until XCW reunion in 2017. DJ Wolbert with a tag. Brandon Hobbs is officially in the match. Here we go.
You ready?
Brandon Hobbs with a hard right shot to Jackson Law.
Immediately going after Jackson Law, working him. Oh my God! Has not stopped. He is on fire already.
And he has got Jackson Law reeling. And punch, chop. He is lighting him up right now.
Brandon Hobbs coming back in fire just like the old days. But that's what you get when there's two of you. Brandon Hobbs, he evenly distributes it, and he does not discriminate in doing so. So here we are.
Brandon Hobbs decimating everybody in the ring. And there's a hard European uppercut. And it's Jackson Law's out on his feet.
He is. Was he packed on here for?
It looks like a version of a double underhook DDT by Patrick O'Reilly. 2, and not even a 2, a 1 count. Brandon Hobbs going for the eyes. The referee Festus needs to get in there.
Oh no, he's biting him. He is biting him. Brandon Hardcore Hobbs being hardcore once again. You don't even need a chair to do it. Brandon, I'm glad you're back.
It's legal to bite, but still, that's just... That's not a way to win a match.
That's gross. You might catch something. Jackson Law here, though, laying it down on...
And a hard shot to the throat of Jackson Law. Jackson's taking a hell of a beating for Brandon Hobbs. Those punches and chops in the corner, now a jab to the throat. And what does Brandon Hobbs have? Planting him with a DDT. Brandon Hobbs firmly in control. Could Lake Evil get a win here?
Oh no, Brandon lets him go. Now he's working on the eyes.
Fuck, it tastes like sweat.
Brandon, I don't know what happened with Jackson Law, but it looks personal at this point.
I know. Brandon Hobbs is on fire. There's a tag. Jesse Justice is officially legal in this match.
So is Jaden Tucker. Jesse Justice, Jaden Tucker, Brandon Hobbs.
The freshest 3 of this match are in, and Jaden Tucker immediately goes to work on Brandon Hobbs. Smart of Jaden Tucker to go right after Brandon Hobbs, trying to work him down. He knows that he's a veteran.
That's right. Jesse Justice going to take a back seat, waiting on those two. Why exert energy if you don't have to? ACT showing exactly why that works, you know?
Jaden Tucker goes for the pin. 1, 2, but there's where Jesse steps in. He's not going to just sit back and let Jaden Tucker win this match.
Exactly, but why try hard when you don't have to? Smart going after Brandon. Again here. Jesse Justice certainly a veteran himself.
And a huge headbutt lays Brandon Hobbs out. And now Jesse goes to work on Jaden Tucker.
And this is the scene that we've seen before. Jesse's had a dominant run over the last few months here at XCW, winning that world title paperback. Dominating superstars in XCW, in most people's opinion. I would say, objectively, Jesse Justice in that reign. Here he looks pretty good.
Jesse. He's methodical like that. He'll pick one body part. He just works it, and that's what keeps Jesse in control. It's not so much his wrestling ability; it's his mind games. It's his way to manipulate the person's body that he's going against to beat them down enough that he can be victorious. And that's exactly what we've seen him do before Jaden Tucker come back into play here with a huge hip toss down on Jesse Justice. Brandon Hobbs is trying to shake the cobwebs.
Brandon Hobbs here making a tag to his partner DJ Walbert. Smart move here by Brandon Hobbs. DJ now the fresh man. Jaden Tucker been beat up here, but
all right, shots trading here between Jaden Tucker, DJ Walbert. Goes for the suplex. Nice job by Jaden Tucker.
Getting DJ over here.
Brandon Hobbs. Dirty tactics on the apron here, attacking Jesse Justice, raking his eyes.
But of course, the story today, the ref didn't see it.
And even if he did, what can you do with triple threat rules?
Exactly. You can only do so much here. Ref Festus did a good job. Here comes Jesse Justice.
Who the fuck I go into this?
It looks as if Jesse Justice, DJ Wolver, and Jackson Law are the 3 legal men in this match right now. And there it is. The mind games of Jesse Justice. He goes low. And then
nice jawbreaker there.
Jawbreaker.
By Jesse Justice.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's got Jackson laid out. Can Jesse capitalize on this? And instead of capitalizing, he's going to tag in partner Patrick O'Reilly. And now Patrick's in the ring. DJ's on the outside, trying to get his wits together.
Jackson's down. Patrick's the fresh man. It's looking good for Patrick O'Reilly and Jesse Justice.
But DJ's got to be careful. He doesn't want to stay out of the ring too long. You never know. Patrick O'Reilly could come out of this right now with a win before DJ can even get back into the ring.
Absolutely agree. What is this? Patrick O'Reilly going up to the second rope here? Could he be setting up for a
huge leg drop off the second rope from Patrick O'Reilly. That's not what you would normally see from Patrick, but definitely.
DJ and Patrick fighting here. Could he set it up for a spare tire? And he is.
Oh my God! Patrick O'Reilly lays DJ Wolbert out. Could this be the opening that Patrick needs as he rolls Jackson Law to the outside? Can Patrick capitalize? Can he hit the O'Reilly factor and put DJ Wolbert away and win this match for his team alongside Jesse Justice?
And even though nothing's at stake, momentum here is important too. You don't want to go in. Oh my God! Patrick O'Reilly killed him.
And that could be exactly what he needed too, but Brandon Hobbs once again getting involved and making sure that his teammate, DJ Wolbert, does not go out. Jackson Law now back into the ring. And a huge knee straight to the face of Patrick O'Reilly from Jackson Law, and what's he setting up for here? big boots. And he is just level Patrick O'Reilly. And Patrick now to the outside.
Oh, and here's Brandon Hobbs. Here he comes.
DJ Wahlberg tags in Brandon Hobbs. And once again, going to work on Jackson Law.
Again, I don't know what Jackson Law said to him before this match, but Brandon's had an obvious target and seems to be working it pretty well here. Tossing him out like a sack of potatoes.
Jump on Brandon's back, outside!
Says, oh, he gives him a eye poke here. Jesse Justice looks like he's going to step up.
Something big's about to happen.
Hey, Jesse.
Yeah.
And Brandon says that something big is about to happen. What is going to happen? He goes right after Jesse Justice, who's not even a legal man. Maybe he's right. Something big is happening.
Come on.
Choking him over the top rope in a guillotine. Jesse Justice is out on his feet.
Look at his tag team partner here. DJ Wahlberg going up for something big. Yes, and there it is. A big crossbody there from DJ Wahlberg, knocking over half the match here.
The only one that stayed on their feet was frantic Jesse Justice, who was trying to find his way back into the ring. And that may be not smart because Brandon Hobbs waits.
Brandon Hobbs, definitely the waiting lion here in the cage. Who's going to go here? Brandon's going for it. It's not going to happen. Also bump to Jesse Justice. Could this be it?
Jesse Justice has put many guys away with that Baldo. Could this be it?
Jay Tucker pushing the ref out of the way here. He is not having it.
Jay Tucker going after Jesse Justice here. What is he setting up? SRE! SRE from Jay Tucker. Can that be enough to put Jesse away here? And Brandon Hobbs breaks it up.
It's my turn.
I think Jaden Tucker would have had Jesse right there if Brandon Hobbs wouldn't have broke that count.
You know, how many times has it been in XCW if Brandon Hobbs hadn't blinked? You know? And this, again, is no other story. Brandon Hobbs, definitely a legend here at XCW.
You got me. It's my
Brandon
turn.
sets it up.
And it's the drive, the hardcore drive. Jesse's laid flat.
A hardcore drive. That's got to be all shrift for Jesse. But there's the SRE once again
Could this be it?
from Jaden Tucker. He tries to get him away from that rope, and he does. 1, 2, 3, and there it is. Jaden Tucker with an SRE flattens Brandon Hardcore Hobbs, and Law Enforcement with a huge win. And they need this win because they have a date with Destiny. They have a tag team championship opportunity coming very soon against Knowledge is Power in one of the most brutal, most unique matches in XCW's long history. We're talking about a match that ACT has never won. We're talking about Field of Fatality. Yes.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Justice only prevails, or so they say here today. That would be the case. Jackson Law, James Tucker, defeating not one, but two tag team champions.
Brandon Hobbs goes right after Law Enforcement. And I haven't seen an attitude of Brandon Hobbs like this in quite some time. He just laid out both members of Law Enforcement. Brandon Hobbs back in the XCW. Could this be a sign of things to come? Brandon Hobbs once again returning to XCW. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a no disqualification match on tap for you next.
This is a no disqualification match, scheduled for one fall.
Oh yeah, baby.
First, making the way to the ring, from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in 260 pounds, he is your XCW Hardcore Champion, Blackheart!
Yeah! It's no DQ here at Ground Zero, just the way I like it. So. XCW, let's go! Good enough.
And his opponent, from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in 227 pounds, representing the royalty, the Alpha, Hayden Vex.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the Alpha, Hayden Vex, and what a run Hayden Vex has had here in the XCW since debuting in the spring of 2020. It's just unreal. It's unmatched. And, you know, speaking of unmatched, these guys have had quite the careers together. They grew up together. They competed in the same company together before coming to XCW. And this will be their first time that we really get to see Hayden Vex and Blackheart in an XCW ring one-on-one. And I am stoked to see how this match turns out.
No, absolutely. Hayden Vex definitely having an exciting career. And Blackheart definitely on a rise as of late. Opening up hot here for this tag team, or for this hardcore match here. And you gotta think these two together, this is gonna get brutal. Definitely gonna get brutal. Blackheart having a history for taking it over the edge, and you know, Hayden Vex the Alpha, of course he's gonna do what he has to do to win. So definitely gonna be a high-paced, high-volume match for tonight.
And right off the bat, we see chairs swinging from Hayden Vex on the back of Blackheart. And I expect this match to be pretty brutal. And, you know, speaking of brutal, we've had Blackheart and Hayden's friend in the royalty cycle go back and forth for the last 2 months over the XCW Hardcore Championship. We've seen Hayden Vex have his issues with Tommy Merriman, pretty much just eliminating Tommy Merriman from the XCW entirely. And if Hayden has it his way, he might even eliminate Blackheart right now.
Yes, it's absolutely sad that we live in a day now where XCW superstars seem to be dropping like flies when they stand in the way of royalties, I would say. So definitely a dangerous situation if you're Blackheart.
Scoop slam from Hayden Vex and a kick out from Blackheart. Hayden Vex is just one of the most dominant XCW superstars in history, and it's going to take a lot from Blackheart to come back in this.
No, absolutely, I agree. It's definitely going to take a lot from Blackheart to come back. But at the same time, what's it do to the dynamic of XCW? Say Hayden Vex wins this match.
Irish whip, but a reversal from Blackheart sends Hayden Vex into that chair, and Hayden is rocked right there, as you can see. And Blackheart is just going to work. You know, if anybody can beat Hayden Vex, though, honestly, it would be Blackheart. Nobody probably knows Hayden Vex better than Blackheart in the XCW.
Absolutely. That was 100% true. Hayden Vex definitely coming out and dominating early this year in 2022. I'm excited to see what more he has in the tank. But now this hardcore match underway here. I wonder what Blackheart's got here. Let's see what it is.
Looks like he's got a chain, yeah.
It's a word light.
And everything is legal in this match. He goes to swing the chain, but he misses. Hayden Vex now has possession of the chain.
And no, he has something.
Oh my God, he rocked him!
And with all that familiarity with chains here, after that Winds of Chains match we had at Halloween Havoc last year, Hayden Vex losing that world title.
Yeah, chains have not played very well in the career of Hayden Vex as he lost his XCW championship at Halloween Harvest against Jessie Justice. And now we see a ladder come into play. Hayden Vex setting it up on the apron of the ring, and he's got bad intentions written all over it for Blackheart.
I absolutely do not think anything good's going to come of this here. Blackheart seeming to get out of the way of this. What can he set up for here? Just by taking dumps him right on that ladder unceremoniously. Hayden Vex is hurt.
Yeah, Blackheart!
Blackheart's got to get Hayden back into the ring to get that pinfall, though. And you got to think, if Hayden Vex can knock off Blackheart in this match, it could possibly set up Hayden Vex for a possible opportunity at facing Blackheart with the championship on the line.
Absolutely. Hayden Vex definitely he played a mistake anywhere he damn well pleases at this point, for sure.
And a sidekick from Hayden Vex as he goes once again back to those chains.
Blackheart here definitely looks like he regrets some decisions he's made. And here we are, choking the life out of Blackheart.
Well, Blackheart's got a hold of that ladder and he's trying to use it to his advantage, but it doesn't work. Backfires, hits him right in the head, and oh my God! Hayden Vex is just being ruthless in this match, and I guess that is royalty's motto, right? Be ruthless. Now he's got that chain once again around the neck of Blackheart, using the ropes to his advantage this time. But oh my God! The tip of that ladder just caught Hayden Vex in the head.
Hayden Vex definitely having a rough guy this time. And oh my God, Blackheart smoked him across the head with that chain, dragging him. Could this be it? 2, and unfortunately, it just wasn't enough to put away the output.
And now, Blackheart picking that ladder up. We've already seen this ladder come into play quite a bit. Now a tug of war of sorts, but it didn't work for Blackheart as Hayden rams him into the corner. Now what has Hayden got in mind? Could Hayden be going for it? Yes, the Falcon Arrow! Down on Blackheart 2, and a kick out at the last second.
And that's lucky. Not often does anyone kick out of the Falcon Arrow. If he hits a Claymore, this could be it here.
That signature move of Hayden Vex, the Death by Vex. We also know the signature move of Blackheart. Oh, a spear! Is that that's a page out of the book of Tommy? Speaking of Tommy, no way! No! Kendo stick to the back!
Oh my God, he smoked him! What happened to fair play? I guess there isn't one in a hardcore match. Tommy!
Kendo stick to the face, and kendo stick to the back. What is Tommy Merriman's not even cleared to compete, and there's the Death by Vex by Tommy Merriman.
I guess turnabout's fair play here. Blackheart going for the pin. Can he get it?
Could this be the answer that Blackheart needed? 2 and a kick out.
Oh my God!
What an intense battle. Tommy can't believe it. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. I don't even think Russ Festus believes it. At this point, I don't know who's going to win this match. Blackheart, get up here. Can he take advantage?
Just for the Black Mass, he misses.
Oh my God, in the corner he goes. Off comes Hayden. Claymore.
There's the Death by Vex by Hayden Vex. Could this be it? 1, 2, 3, and it is. Tommy Merriman interference and all could not stop Hayden Beck from knocking off Blackheart here at Ground Zero Outrage.
Absolutely crazy. Next up, that main event. Do not go anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. As you seen earlier tonight, the Easter Egg Battle Royal won by none other than Miano Diaz. He gets an opportunity to go against the XCW champion, the Rambler, Brogan O'Shea, in our main event here on Easter Sunday at Ground Zero Outrage. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll have to tell you, that match is next. XCW Championship on the line.
This is your Ground Zero Outrage main event for the XCW Championship. First, making his way to the ring from Albuquerque, New Mexico, weighing in 125 pounds, Miano Diaz.
quit the Persian. If you are not bilingual, get the fuck up out of town before we run your ass down. Underground, how I came out. Any nigga try to stop me, let it hang out, let it bang, let it rain out. Whoa, yo, soy el Dios, you are Dios.
And his opponent, from Belfast, Ireland, weighing 175 pounds, he is your XCW champion, the Rambler, Brogan O'Shea.
Right! Brogan O'Shea! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the main event that I never thought I would see on an XCW show, and it is for that. The XCW Championship is on the line, and we have Miano Diaz, who won the Easter Egg Battle Royal, won the Golden Opportunity, and now he has the Golden Opportunity, going one-on-one with XCW Champion Brogan O'Shea, and right off the bat, tie-up. Who's gonna outstring two?
Brogan O'Shea here, obviously being a big man, but Miano Diaz being fast, and there's that example right there.
The club to the face, Miano Diaz, and he's trying to outpace Brogan, but he's not. I don't know if he's going to be able to outbrawl Brogan.
Brogan definitely having a lot of intensity and a lot of fire here. I don't know. The newcomer could be in some trouble. Brogan O'Shea with a bulldog.
And a high pace, high intensity already, too, and a kick out from Miano Diaz.
Brogan O'Shea definitely a comeuppance, I would say, from last year. Never holding a belt the entire year, and now XCW World Champion.
And look at that strength of Brogan O'Shea, but it's reversed.
Miano Diaz, being fast as he is, hard to hold on to. Brogan kicks out. Near 3 count there.
And don't count Miano Diaz out if you are already, because you got to think Miano Diaz just came off of a very successful run as the XCW New Age Champion. So Miano Diaz knows what it takes to be a champion here in the XCW as he goes to the top, as we see Miano Diaz do very often. And he does. He goes for a crossbody, but he's caught by the Rambler Brogan O'Shea.
What's he gonna do now that he's caught? Oh no, he's hit him.
He goes for that finish, the Serena del Sol, and he gets him! He gets him! That's going to be it! 1, 2, and a kick out at the last second by Brogan O'Shea.
Brogan O'Shea, known for his resiliency. Not necessarily the best wrestler on the roster, but can take more punishment than the average man.
And that's concerning for Miano Diaz. Miano Diaz just pulled out his best, and it wasn't enough to put away Brogan O'Shea.
There we go, Miano Diaz here. Doing a good job of keeping up here. Brogan O'Shea trying to go for that sunset.
And he didn't get all of it. He didn't get all of it, and I think if he could have easily put Miano Diaz away. Miano Diaz smartly gets into the ropes, try to avoid getting pinned by Brogan O'Shea here, and there he goes, fighting back once again.
Brogan O'Shea, he's up for the pin. Could this be it? And it's not.
Miano Diaz has been awfully impressive in this match thus far.
Brogan O'Shea, yeah, he's definitely putting some hurt on Brogan O'Shea. Not the way I think a lot of people would have expected this to go, but yet here we are. Miano Diaz having an impressive day out here. World titles on the line. Miano Diaz could win. Where does that put the state of XCW?
Miano Diaz pulling Brogan O'Shea to his feet, arm wrench here. What does Miano Diaz have in mind for Brogan O'Shea? What is it going to take for Miano Diaz to possibly become XCW champion here? Could you imagine? Miano Diaz is XCW champion. He goes to the top and he just drives Brogan O'Shea down with a version of a bulldog there of his own. 2 and a kick out barely. by Brogan O'Shea. Miano might have Brogan O'Shea rocked a little more than we anticipated.
I don't know if these days or he's hurt, but Brogan O'Shea definitely not in a good situation here today against Miano Diaz. Miano here, kind of beaten up on the ramble here, using his size to his advantage per se. He hits the corner. What's he gonna do now?
Monkey flip. A monkey flip from Miano Diaz, but Brogan gets right back to his feet. There it is. There's the last call. There's the last call. Brogan's got to be careful. His foot's under the rope here. He's trying to pull him towards the center of the ring. 1, 2, 3, and there it is.
Brogan O'Shea narrowly pulling that out, but also creative. Brogan waited till the end and struck like a snake and holds on to that XCW World title.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brogan O'Shea is still your XCW champion in a hard-fought match against Miano Diaz here at Ground Zero Outrage. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here at XCW Ground Zero Outrage from Easter Sunday. And ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. We have XCW Bulletproof coming next week here on XC Wrestling 1.